You're watching Reality Check. As the COVID surges through Delhi, Delhi police is going ahead and arresting dozens of people and charge-sheeting them for their alleged role in the riots that swept through the city just before the pandemic hit. But what of the police's own role in the brutality? The most shocking instance of which was a viral video in which 5 men are seen lying on the ground as the police prod them, beat them and make them sing the national anthem. A few days after that video was filmed, one of the men in that video, Faizan, died, seemingly of his injuries. But 4 months later, not a single policeman has been arrested, perhaps not even investigated. This despite eyewitness testimonies and those videos. My colleague Mariam Alavi and I investigate. In the video, the men in uniform can be seen at the edges of the frame as they prod and taunt those lying at their feet. One of them even leans in, his visor visible. In this second video, filmed by someone from a distance, at least 8 policemen can be clearly seen gathered around a group of fallen men. Alt News had found that this second video was of the same terrible moment. 2 days later, one of those in the video, Faizan, 24 years old, died. His mother still heartbroken. The others reported serious injuries, multiple fractures, head wounds.
मेरे सीधे पैर में फ्रैक्चर, हाथ में सीधे फ्रैक्चर, ये पसली टूटी हुई थी और ये सर में 6 टांके।
चोट तो पूरे शरीर में लगी थी।
अच्छा।
हाँ, सर में भी गुमड़े सुमड़े से पड़ गए थे, पूरा शरीर काला पड़ चुका था, खून पूरे शरीर में जम चुका था। घर पे बहुत देसी इलाज करवाया, बहुत मालिश वालिश करवाई, दवाई ववाई हुई।
But despite this, not a single policeman has been arrested so far. It's in fact unclear whether they have even been probed.
The cover-up of the police role can be traced to the 2 FIRs lodged linked to the incident. Neither FIR mentions the role of the police. Both say that the men were injured in an assault by mob during the riots. The FIR of Faizan's death claims Faizan himself told the doctor that he was assaulted by a mob. It says the investigating officer made several visits to Faizan's family, but no one was home. In the bylanes of Kardampuri in East Delhi, each of these claims are rebutted by the family of Faizan and by the men who survived the attack.
ठंडे में बढ़ते बैठती थी ना, तो मैं गई भी थी। तो यहाँ आया काम पे से, थोड़ी देर कबूतर ऊपर रहते थे, वो कबूतर चुगाया, चुगा कर लेट गया आके। कि सुबह 4 बजे जाता था वो काम से। फिर आया, हंगामा सा शोर मचने लगा ना, तो बोले अम्मी कहाँ? बोले अम्मी तो वहीं है। बहू ने बताया अम्मी तो वहीं है। वो चला गया और हम तो अब वहाँ हंगामा मचने लगा था, आंसू गैस डालने लगे जल्दी से, औरतों की तरफ भी, आदमी की तरफ भी, और डंडे वंडे चलाने लगे। मैंने देखा भीड़ भाड़ है, तो हम तो भाग गया अपने घर, सारी औरतें भी भाग गई और मेरा बच्चा पता नहीं कैसे गया, ना मुझे वो देखा वो, ना मैं उसे दिखी। और गए आंसू गैस गिरा उसके पास, उन्हें गिरेबान पकड़ के ले गए और ले गए वहाँ उधर रोड पे जो डिस्पेंसरी बनी हुई है, वहाँ पे आड़ में खो टांग पहले तोड़ दी, टांग पे डंडे मारा। चल भाग न पाए, फिर उसे खूब मारा, 10 जनों ने मारा, 1-2 जने नहीं, 10 जने थे। बच्चा बेहोश हो गया, जिसका टूटा हुआ था सारा जिसका टूटा था। फोन में मेरे लड़के को दिखाया कि हमें तो उसी दिन दे दिया था, ये 3 दिन गायब रहा, उसकी माँ ढूंढती फिरी और इनके घर भी बच्चा मुझे मिला इनका फैजान, तो मैं घर ले गया, उनके घर ताला लगा। हमारे घर कभी ताला जिंदगी में नहीं लगता। कितने जने परिवार है, सब कोई ना कोई घर में रहता, कहीं भी कोई जाएगा तो कोई
पुलिस की तरफ से यहाँ कोई नहीं आया?
तो पुलिस के FIR में कह रहे हैं कि वो आपसे जीटीबी हॉस्पिटल में आपको ढूंढे, ये यहाँ पे आके घर पे आके आपसे बात करने की कोशिश की? LNJP
ये
हॉस्पिटल
झूठ
में-
बोल रहे सब। ये तो गली मोहल्ला सब बता देगा कि मैं हुआ बता दूंगी कि रात को भी आई, सुबह भी आई, और फिर रात को 11 बजे दिया, जब ये सब बता दूंगी। और जो पुलिस वाले थे,
पुलिस की तरफ से यहाँ कोई नहीं आया?
ना।
तो पुलिस वाले मारे थे ये आप
पुलिस वाले
साफ दिख रहा था?
जी, पुलिस वालों ने मारा था।
आपने कुछ पूछा या कुछ कहा कि आप
वो उन्होंने कुछ ना ये कहा था कि आज़ादी चाहिए तुम्हें, आज़ादी चाहिए, और वंदे मातरम बोलो, और राष्ट्रगान गाओ, और जय माता दी बोलो।
ये बोल रहे थे?
जी।
आप पहचान पाए कौन पुलिस वाले थे?
नहीं, पुलिस वालों को पहचान नहीं पाया था।
अच्छा,
थे पुलिस वाले, ये बताओ। वो क्योंकि वो GTV भी वही लेके गए थे।
और वो थे पुलिस वाले साफ साफ आपको दिख
हाँ,
रहा था?
वर्दी पुलिस की थी। अब ये नहीं कह सकते वो पुलिस वाले थे या नहीं थे या क्या थे। वर्दी पुलिस की थी।
वर्दी पुलिस की थी। कोई पहचान पाए थे कौन पुलिस थे? कोई
यहाँ की तो थी नहीं वो। हमारे करदमपुरी की भी या जनता कॉलोनी, ये ज्योति कॉलोनी की भी नहीं थी।
अच्छा।
बाहर की पुलिस थी जो उन्होंने तैनात कर रखे होंगे, वही होंगे जो होंगे।
अच्छा, बाहर की पुलिस लग रही थी?
हाँ, बाहर की पुलिस
आप-
लगी थी बाहर।
राइट। तो उसको आपको फिर वहाँ मारा, फिर आपको GTP ले गए?
नहीं, उन्होंने नहीं, वो नहीं लेके गए। उन्होंने तो मार के वहीं डाल दिया था। राष्ट्रीय गान भी गवाया था।
हाँ।
उसके बाद मारने के बाद जब कुछ ही 2-1 मिनट ही हुआ होगा, एकदम से जिप्सी आई। वो जिप्सी हमारे ज्योति कॉलोनी की थी। वो जिप्सी लेके आए, उन्होंने हमें सीधे उल्टा सीधा उठा के जिप्सी के अंदर डाला, और फिर वो यमुना विहार की तरफ से रोड से लेके गए।
पुलिस वाले ने क्या ऐसा,
They speak of how the police appeared to push back against this narrative.
जब भी मैंने यही बताया था, मैं पुलिस वालों ने मारा है। तो इसमें
वो क्या बोले फिर जब आप ये कहते थे?
तो बोले तो पुलिस वाले नहीं हो, वो वर्दी दूसरी पहने हुए है। कोई वर्दी भी केजरीवाल ने वैसे लोगों को भी दे रखी है कि ऐसे लोगों को दे रखी है कि वो हो सकते हैं। नहीं, पुलिस वाले ही थे, वो ही मुझे लेके गए थे।
ऐसा आपसे कुछ कहा कि अपना बयान वापस ले लीजिए, पलट लो, ऐसा कुछ कहा?
हाँ,
क्या कहा?
कह रहे हैं अब माता जी, उस दिन ऐसे तू तड़ाक से बोले, तो उस दिन कह रहे माता जी अब तो बच्चा चला ही गया, वापस तो आएगा नहीं। ऐसा है, अपना आपको पैसे मिल गए। हमने मेरा पैसा हमें पैसा नहीं मिलता। मेरे 10 लाख तो मैं दिया, 10 के 20 ले लेते, मगर मेरा बच्चा जिंदा रहता। तो मैंने बहुत गरीबी में पाला, गरीबी में पाला अपना बच्चा।
It is important to note that what Faizan's family and the others told us is not new. All three of them have given statements to police investigators at least 3 months ago. Statements accessed by NDTV in which they've clearly specified the role of the police. In fact, Faizan's family have not even been given the post-mortem report.
Even if the men in the video could not be identified by their victims, several questions remain. Has the police examined CCTV footage of the incident? What about police Thana records of police deployment? Call records of the police at the location? The FIRs also omit a crucial detail that a badly injured Faizan and 2 others in the video were taken to a local police station and kept there for over 24 hours. GTV के बाद कहाँ ले गए आपको?
GTV के बाद फिर थाने ले आए थे।
थाने में क्या हुआ?
थाने में कुछ नहीं हुआ। उन्होंने बस हमें वहीं पे अंदर रखा, जाने दिया नहीं हमें। हम कहते रहे कि सर हमें जाने दो घर। उन्होंने कहा कि बेटा ऐसा है कि बाहर का माहौल बहुत ज़्यादा ख़राब हो रहा है, लड़ाई झगड़े चल रहे। सोमवार का दिन ही था उस दिन, उसी दिन लड़ाई चालू हुई थी। हम भी डर रहे थे, क्या पता बाहर क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा। तो हमने भी कह दिया चलो ठीक है सर, हमें कल छोड़ देना या कुछ भी। तो उन्होंने कहा ठीक है, जब तुम्हारे घर वाले आएंगे जब छोड़ देंगे साथ में तुम्हारे।
It was from the police thana that the mother says she collected her son badly injured on the night of the 25th.
फिर रात को 11 बजे फ़ोन करा पुलिस वालों ने, जब बच्चे को बहुत हालत बिगड़ने लगी इसकी। उसका पूरा सूझ गया था, उसको सारा काला टैट, इतना बुखार, इतना तेज खाता। एक पर्चा बना के उन्होंने दिया, बनाया 3 औरतों का अलग अलग, सबको नाम पूछ के दिया नहीं, मगर इसमें हम लोग को साइन करवाए। फिर उन्होंने अपना पर्चा दिया, बच्चों को ला के दिखाया, धूप में से कम बुलाए कमरे में से। बच्चा देखा नहीं जा रहा था, सारा बदन उसका टूटा, लंगड़ा के चल पा रहा था, कंधे में हाथ पड़ के लाई।
This raises the question, did the police question those on duty at the Jyoti Nagar police station. We made several attempts to contact the police, but with no luck. For these families, the wait for justice is only keeping the wounds raw.
और उंगलियों में भी चोटें थी, यहाँ गट्टों में भी।
ये अभी सही हो गई है कि अभी भी दर्द
नहीं,
होता
दर्द है अभी। हाथ में भी दर्द है, पैर में भी दर्द है।
आप काम क्या करते थे?
मैं वैसे रंग का काम करता हूँ, जब रंग का काम नहीं था तो उस टाइम में ई-रिक्शा चला रहा था।
अभी काम पे जा सकते हैं?
नहीं।
लगड़ा के चल पा रहा तो करने में
All right, joining us tonight on Reality Check, we have with us Vrinda Grover, advocate. She's someone who's also representing some of the families of those seen in that video. We also have with us Vikram Singh, former DGP Uttar Pradesh, and Anumeha Yadav, freelance journalist, who's been reporting on this particular story. So, Vrinda Grover, now you are representing these families. They have given their statements to the police, but despite that, we're seeing that the police does not appear to be moving against its own. Are you getting any indication at all? Because we couldn't get any clear indication from the police. Are you getting any indication from the police at all that there is some action on this investigation 4 months later?
Actually, the way the police is functioning is really alarming. 4 months are over. You've met the mother of and interviewed the mother of Faizan. She has given a very detailed statement to the police, in which she has stated about who all did what, about what her son told her, which is almost like a dying declaration he has made to his mother. The police does not think it's important at all to inform the victim family, perhaps because they're poor and they don't count in the system. So no charge sheet is filed. Nobody has been arrested. No one knows what is the status of the investigation. You have Kausar Ali, an eyewitness, injured survivor. What we are only told, indirectly we hear through the media, is that we are investigating. Who are those cops? Well, A, there is video evidence. B, if injured were taken in a PCR, a police gypsy to the GTB hospital, who is deputed where? Which police jeeps are on what duty? What routes do they cover? All this is documented, logged and recorded in police books. Who was on duty at Jyoti Nagar police station is not a mystery. It can be found out very easily. The reason why this was handed over to Crime Branch was because it was said that this would be an impartial investigation. What we are seeing today is that there is absolutely no movement taking place, and every time the family asks what is happening, they are told, well, we are looking into who are the policemen. The same CCTV footage, the CDR records, on the basis of which the Delhi police claims to have cracked and understood some larger conspiracy behind the Delhi violence. How come that same CCTV footage, the same CDRs, and all the evidence, documentary evidence available within the control of Delhi police establishment?
You're saying why is not that not being used? Okay.
Not at all.
Okay. Vikram Singh, former DGP Uttar Pradesh, look, it's not unusual for the police to somewhat drag its feet when it comes to acting against their own. But in this instance, given the fact that this was an egregiously appalling incident which was caught on multiple videos, is it somewhat surprising that there's been no progress on this? I mean, as Vrinda Grover points out, while it could be argued that it was hard to identify those policemen in that particular video because they may be wearing helmets and so on and so forth, there could have been so many other ways that the identification could have been done.
Exceedingly significant points made out by Ms. Vrinda Grover and by you, Mr. Srinivasan Jain. There are so many ways in which where there is a will, there is a way. There is the control room general diary. There is a general diary of a police station. There are instructions given and maintained in the control room log. I wish the CCTV footages and everything. If the investigators were serious and it is their interest to identify if there was a misdemeanor in respect of Faizan and his family, they should have been identified and given exemplary punishment in record time. to mark time and to sleep over these files and allegations is committing harakiri professionally. It is not in their interest also to shield those who are accused of these horrific crimes. Either they are innocent or if they are guilty. If they are innocent, say they are innocent. And if they are not innocent, these allegations need to be investigated threadbare. And I have a feeling that if you collect and collate all this evidence, including what you did not mention was the control room general diary, a very important piece of evidence that needs to be studied. And what the mistake that generally people make, that Police Nagar, Jyoti Nagar would have a different general diary, the control room will have a different diary, some other police station will try to fudge the general diary. And it is here that an incisive and a professional investigator will get to the bottom of this. The duty chart is in public domain. Everybody knows who is there in the duty chart. Helmets will not protect them. And if the helmets will not protect them, I sincerely feel that the police leadership should rise to the occasion and give an excellent account of themselves. If an allegation has been made like Caesar Pipe, they should be beyond question and they should be given appropriate answers, justifiable answers, and not hide behind shadows.
Right. Those are interesting points. Those are actually interesting leads that you're also suggesting that could further try to pinpoint exactly who is behind this. But Anumaya Yadav, you've been tracking this story now for some time, as have we. But I think what is happening is that there was a point, I think, when the police were being a little more open about the fact that, for example, some of the men who were beaten were brought to one of the police stations and kept there overnight. But now when you go to these police stations, now when you try to get an answer from the police, it's almost like a complete wall.
Yes, Srinivasan. I think from the beginning, they have taken a series of missteps which have resulted in the death of this young man. And from the beginning, they have constantly been trying to shield each other, pass off accountability. There is brutal assault which is caught on not one, but 3 mobile phones. There is one which went viral. There is a previous video in which only Faizan is being assaulted. So he was probably one of the first one whom they caught and started assaulting. There are almost 10 of them who are going on assaulting him on the road. Even if they wanted to detain him, arrest him, instead of doing that, they are brutally assaulting him on the road. There's a third video, which is an aerial shot of the same incident, which confirms the location, the date, and so on. So there are 3 of these videos. They are taken to, this assault takes place, 48 hours later, one of them dies. The family, neighbors, eyewitnesses, neighborhood doctors, legal volunteers, several of them have maintained that 36 hours, in these 48 hours, he was in custody. He was denied urgent medical treatment that he needed. When he walked into, after he was released, when he walked into the second hospital, eyewitnesses and legal volunteers say he could not walk. He was brought in an ambulance. There also his treatment was delayed because of this previous MLC that existed in Guru Tegh Bahadur Hospital from February 24th. He had an open wound on his head. He had several clots and internal injuries. Yet the first information report of Bhajanpura station says, we found out about the incident 1 day later. We go to his home twice and we could neither find him nor his mother nor the family members. This is when this happened to be Delhi and this high profile case where so many of us reporters, not only me, there are so many broadcast journalists, digital journalists who have documented the family at home. The family was drained, they were exhausted, they were trying to get the body back. This is all on record. Yet despite all this, later there's no charge sheet. And now some of these, I don't want to name them because they're still facing threats. They are saying that they are being coerced and they are being pressurized to change their statements. They are being intimidated. Those who shot this aerial video, even they are being intimidated. And some of the way this questioning has happened, they are asking what kind of a boy was he? Was he taking part in protests? Was he really at work? For each of these men who were in the video,
so
one of whom is a
attempts to.
They are shifting the blame onto
so different attempts to try to. To suppress the evidence if that's possible. But Vrinda Grover, now, what is the recourse here? That if it turns out that the police is not proceeding on this case, that they're not going to actually, further look at the evidence trail that might lead to within their own ranks, what is the recourse? Will you be able to move court? Or what's possible now?
There are many legal remedies available. I don't think Kishmatun is helpless in law. She may have been rendered helpless by the Delhi police. And I think here we need to recognize certain patterns. While this violence was going on in Northeast Delhi, there is again video footage available of clearly showing the complicity of the police, whether in destroying material evidence, including CCTV. The partisanship of the police was available even at that time. That pattern of partisanship in investigation and an investigation which is complicit continues, and this case is a glaring example of that. It's actually, when you hear that video, what they are doing to them is telling us not just about a few cops who have gone astray. It's actually talking about a deeper bias.
Right.
It's the same bias and the same targeting which has led to protests across the US and Europe against police brutality and institutionalized racism. When the policemen are beating them and saying, "Ye lo azadi," where is that coming from? The Azadi slogan was voiced during the anti-CAA protests. It is a slogan that people of this country have a right to make. Where was this instruction coming from? Which political parties are opposed to this? So we have to understand that this is just not a criminal investigation. There is a backstory here. There is a context here. So we are not surprised that the Delhi police is not acting. So while I appreciate the comments made by the DGP, I think what we require here is independent policing. We lack independent policing. The mother and Kausar Ali and others will not be helpless in law. We will move every court and we will get justice. Just like justice can be delayed by them.
You will
but
get.
Evidence here is not of the kind that they can run away from.
It cannot be denied. Last word from you, Vikram Singh ji, that because we've been looking at the wider pattern of arrests and the manner in which this investigation is proceeding, and there is a question mark here about exactly how the police is conducting itself, about whether it is coming under pressure from political masters to direct the investigation, to make the arrest, to frame and to word the charge sheets in certain ways. So in a sense, is this a test case for the Delhi police to see how they emerge from this?
Mr. Jain, it should be made into a test case. And my advice to the police leadership would be that in the serious allegations raised by Ms. Vrinda and by you, I think it is in the interest of the Delhi police to have an incisive probe, a prompt probe, and come out clean. It is not in their interest to shield anybody who is even remotely connected with this sordid episode. I heard Ms. Vrinda say that perhaps Faizan was not heard after this statement, and if that be the case, indeed it was his dying declaration. To summarily dismiss dying declaration and sweep them underneath the carpet does not serve anybody's interest, much less that of the Constitution. The police, they should take it very seriously and come out with the truth in the next 1 week or so. It is in their interest.
All right. Well, you're always a blunt speaker and you've given blunt advice. Let's hope that it is taken in the right spirit. Thank you all so much for joining us. We're completely out of time. Thank you so much for watching. That's it on Reality Check. Thanks for watching. Good night.